From dramatic plot twists and heart-wrenching breakups to cringy conversations and shocking character departures, these are Virgin River's most hated moments from the show. Nestled in the scenic mountains, the small town of Virgin River has captured the hearts of viewers around the world. Melinda "Mel" Monroe, the strong-willed nurse practitioner played by Alexandra Breckenridge, has become a central figure in the town's web of relationships and dramas. This character leaves the sunny and warm weather of Southern California and moves to the small Northern California town of Virgin River. From the onset, it's clear that Mel has demons of her own and is running from a troubled past. While Mel's compassion and determination to help others have earned her many fans, some viewers found themselves growing increasingly frustrated with what they called her annoying savior complex. Throughout the series, Mel often takes it upon herself to fix the problems of those around her, whether they want her help or not. From meddling in other people's relationships to imposing her solutions without fully understanding the complexities of the situation, Mel's savior complex is simply unbearable for many viewers. They're convinced her constant need to help others isn't because of her profession or plain kindness. Instead, some viewers are convinced this habit is self-destructive. Rather than deal with the trauma of losing her husband and baby, she chooses to insert herself into other people's business. Some fans also thought she was acting like a rude and narcissistic person who, despite being new to the town, acted like she already knew everything and everyone. There's also the way she acted with Doc and spoke to him initially, which, to be honest, many fans think it was totally unnecessary and uncalled for. Many fans of the show have pointed out why they think this character is so unbearable. One prime example of this unbearable behavior is also how she treats Jack. Blowing hot and cold in TV relationships isn't uncommon, but fans absolutely hated this one. After she and Jack finally get together, a dream come true for some viewers, the situation surrounding the pair is anything but ideal. Before their romantic scene together, Jack was already involved with another woman, Charmaine. However, Hope McCree, the town's sociable mayor with a knack for gossip, encourages Jack to befriend Mel and make her stay. Ultimately, this is what leads to them getting close and finally sleeping together.
So I got your car key, but you probably need these.
Even though fans saw this coming, they're disappointed to see that Mel pushes him away right after. The one moment that solidified Jack's place as a not-so-likable character was when he decided to lead both Mel and Charmaine on, despite knowing that it wasn't right. Up until the moment Mel came and caught his eye, Jack was still in a relationship with Charmaine. Instead of cutting things off with her to pursue his new interest, he decided to be dishonest instead. Without so much as a notice, he switches lanes and sleeps with Mel. The history between these two goes way back, about 2 years. Whatever the nature of their relationship, it seems the pair agreed to keep things strictly physical. It's a shame, however, that Charmaine starts falling for Jack. Jack, who can obviously tell, does nothing to stop it from escalating. When she introduces herself as his girlfriend to Mel, Jack doesn't object or correct her. At best, they were acquaintances with benefits, not even friends with benefits. He doesn't even flinch, and never brings up the fact that they barely hang out or do anything together outside of their little arrangement. Viewers have suggested that Jack would have had a bit of a redemption arc if he just had a candid conversation with Charmaine. I guess you can then ask why Mel didn't back off either, but I think we've established that Mel isn't the most straightforward character there is. Things get even worse when Mel returns, and lo and behold, Jack and Charmaine are expecting twins. Rather than stay away from Mel, Jack continues to confide in her, sharing personal fears about his fear of becoming a father. Fans have also pointed out that the two-timing Jack and entitled Mel aren't the worst of the bunch. Oh, far from it. I bring you Hope McCree, the fans-approved worst character of the show. The audacious Hope is really just polarizing and seems to get on many viewers' nerves. Not only was she a solid force behind Jack and Mel's little affair, but she continues to meddle nosily in everyone's business. Not only does she stick her nose where it doesn't belong, fans have also pointed out that she's extremely rude to people and delusionally assumes that the local bar owner would treat her like family. One hateable moment was when she made Doc pretend like he was interested in Muriel just to hide that they were getting back together. She does this with absolutely no regard for how Muriel would feel if she ever found out she was just being played and used. Another prime example is how she rudely banged on the donut truck wall, demanding Connie to open up and serve her coffee. Let's not also forget how she kept telling Mel all the details about Shermaine's pregnancy and her relationship with Jack. It's not an easy feat to be tagged as one of the worst characters in TV history, but I guess actress Annette O'Toole is just that good at her job. While some viewers vote Hope the worst, Shermaine is quickly coming for that title. Charmaine has been more described as absolutely malicious, self-obsessed, insecure, and delusional. Not my words, but they sure cut deep. Her rumors spreading, forcing herself on Jack, and blinding jealousy over his relationship with Mel all contribute to why people hate her so much. It also doesn't help matters that she was so eager to jump right into a relationship with some guy she just met while pregnant. There's a lot of negative feedback on that particular storyline, and fans just can't help but feel like something is amiss. To make things worse, the conniving Charmaine is finally exposed when it is revealed that Jack isn't even the father of her twins. I don't know about you, but this is a close contender for Hope's title and probably even a winner. There's one moment in Season 4, Episode 4, where fans have simply had enough of this show's unrealistic plots. The episode, aptly titled Serious as 8, Jack and Mel head out on a romantic date, but are soon caught in a precarious situation. Fans totally hated that they were forced to do an unrealistic emergency landing after their pilot suffers a heart attack. It's almost laughable that he's conveniently still conscious and coherent enough to give them instructions on how to land the plane. One Reddit user wrote, "And just when I thought we were headed towards a more normal, realistic plot, even after Mel loses 2 patients every episode. Of course, their pilot had a heart attack while they were flying over a lake." Finally, another popularly hated moment in this show was the entirety of Lizzie and Rick's relationship. For a show that covers a lot of heavy topics, cheating, stillbirth, death, and war, a cute little relationship between teenagers just doesn't seem to fit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
In fact, many viewers found it absolutely unnecessary, calling it fluff. We also can't ignore that Lizzie's character was inconsistently written and didn't have a nearly interesting enough development arc to match the amount of focus her storyline was getting. It just made no sense. So there we have it. From unbearable characters and exhausting love triangles, to meaningless storylines and cringy scenes, these were Virgin River's most hated moments.